I get the idea to compose a song from like whatever happens to my life. And I usually try to not to get too far away like from what I've been experiencing in the life. So let's say like if there's some really fun event, then I'm gonna make really fun tune. But actually usually I get more ideas from something kind of bad. Like if I got a like kind of sad event or something that I couldn't do well, those kind of stuff actually gives me more like inspiration somehow. And also like I studied in Berklee College of Music, and I've learned like so many ways to get ideas from the kind of random things. Could be just a numbers, could be a word, could be anything in the world. So let's say like I have a composition called Gomene. Gomene means I'm sorry in Japanese, and I just love the like nuance and the rhythm of that word, and I use that to like as a motif for the new composition, and I just developed from there, and I made a composition like that. So I have like so many various ways to get the ideas to compose. One of the biggest things that I learned in Berklee or like in the US was actually language. Like when I went to the US for the first time, I couldn't speak English at all, like literally nothing. Of course, I've studied in the like junior high school or high school, but I've never learned how to speak and how to communicate with people in English. But then, like when I went there, of course, I had to study English to like get the band members, to rehearse my tune, and I just learned a lot. And that actually like expand my world so much more. And I got so many friends in the world, from the different places in the world. And actually those connections are really like helping my music career right now. And I'm so happy that I went to Berklee College of Music. And I was really lucky to study with all those people I met in Berklee. Another big thing that I learned in Berklee or in the US was like how important to accept myself as a Japanese person. And like before going to Berklee, I never thought about like I'm a Japanese and like what's the meaning of doing like playing jazz as a Japanese. But after going to Berklee College of Music, I started thinking about it, and I started to accept myself as a Japanese, and I kind of felt good to be Japanese. So actually that kind of mind is still going on in Japan as well. And when I look at the Japanese jazz scene, I feel like it has a unique jazz scene right now. There are so many jazz clubs in Tokyo or in Yokohama or everywhere in Japan. And even though the like jazz market in Japan isn't so big yet, but still, actually, there are like a lot of people who deeply love jazz music a lot. And I started appreciating those history as well after going. Actually, it's funny. Like I started appreciating those culture like after going to Berklee. So it's pretty funny, but that's what happened to me. And now, actually, there are so many different kind of jazz scene in Japan right now. So like some people are doing like super like free jazz, which is pretty traditional in Japanese jazz scene. And also like some people are doing like really exploring like bebop jazz so deeply. But at the same time, it's just my impression. But I feel like our generation is now trying to make something new. And so many like, yeah, let's say like young jazz musicians. I'm not sure like if I could say I'm young, but young jazz musicians are trying to make our own compositions, and like we're always trying to make something new. And actually what I want to do is I want to expand the even jazz market to the people who actually have never heard any jazz music yet. And I really believe actually Japanese people have a kind of like DNA to love jazz music. So that's how I look at Japanese jazz scene right now. I was really wondering if I can do as a composer and the player at the same time or not, because I have seen some people who are doing it, but most of the people are more like he's jazz pianist, but more like jazz composer, or like he's a really great jazz pianist and he composes some songs. So like it was pretty rare to see like people doing both of them, putting their energy to both of them equally. But that's actually what I wanted to try from the beginning. And at first I was like more like focusing on composing first. But then nowadays I really started getting like feeling of fun from playing as well. And actually that happens because I started playing with the same people over and over. So now I have a regular band, which is the band that we're gonna play together tonight. I mean, this afternoon. And when I started playing with them, they are also like started to like kind of trying to communicate with me, and we've been discussing about the music almost like every time we met, which was like not only once per month. It's like 5 times per month, or even like when we are going to the tour, we had like super deep discussion about the music. And through those discussions, I just started thinking like, I really want to be a better pianist, and I really want to make a more exciting music with them. And that was pretty much the biggest motivation to get some growth, hopefully. I was really thinking about that, and because like there are too many artists I want to really meet. Like for example, it's not really collaborating, but still like I really want to meet Duke Ellington, and I really want to ask him like, how do you compose and how did you get those ideas and how make it like, in that package, but still it's really like aggressive in a way. And I really love his music so much. And I have like those kind of like artists a lot. But then if I think about the collaborating, actually I was thinking about WDR Jazz Orchestra. When I saw them playing with their like various artists from the world, I was really touched how they deal with their music. Like they're treating like the invited artist music so carefully, and their dedication was amazing. Like using those skills to show their invited artist music, like 100%. And that was really beautiful to me. And it's one of my dreams that I want to collaborate with them and play my music with them. And I really think if that could happen, like, yeah, it's gonna be dream come true. And also it's gonna open my like new doors to my new music. I'm really sure. So that's that's my answer. I really love this service because usually we can't see like any shows from the local jazz clubs in the world. So even though we could see artists from different countries at the Bruno, Tokyo, or Cotton clubs, but that's not the jazz scene in those countries. Like of course we could see like top artists there, but at the same time, I've been really wondering how the jazz scene going in their different countries, and this all jazz, all jazz, is really answering to my question. And I've been like looking at the YouTube channel of all jazz, and I've been looking at some clips from their like jazz club in Brazil and different countries, and it's really fun to watch that. Like, it really gives me so much inspiration, and I feel like so many people in the world is curious about like what's going on in their different countries. So I'm really happy to collaborate with All Jazz today, and I'm so excited.
We are jazz.